It's Mrs. Ferris from Wood Library, and, well, it's time for Storytime Online. Let's see what today's theme is going to be. Come on up. Do you know what kind of animal this is? It has stripes on its fur and a long tail, and when it gets big, it says roar. Did you guess tigers? Because that is our theme. Let's get our first book. This book is called Oh No. It's written by Candace Fleming with illustrations by Eric Roman, and it's published by Schwartz and Wade. Do you see the tiger creeping out of the jungle? And who's he chasing? Frog fell into a deep, deep hole. Ribbit, oops, ribbit, oops. Frog fell into a deep, deep hole. Ribbit, oops. Frog fell into such a deep hole that he couldn't get out to save his soul. Croaked Frog, help, help, I can't get out. Oh no. Well, Mouse came along, but what could she do? Peep-a-eek, peep-a-eek. Mouse came to help, but what could she do? Peep-a-eek. Mouse was so small, what could she do? She tried reaching down, and she fell in too. Oh no! Squeaked Mouse, we're trapped. We can't get out. Loris inched down from her banyan tree. So slow, so slow. Loris inched down from her banyan tree. So slow. Loris inched down from that high up tree. Then her allergy to cats made her achoo sneeze. Do you know who the cat is? Sniffled Loris, oh, bless me, we can't get out. Oh, no. Well, Sun Bear lowered a whopping big branch. Grab on, grab on. Sun Bear lowered a whopping big branch. Grab on. Sun Bear lowered that big, big branch, but with the weight of all those critters, he teetered, tottered, crashed. Grumbled Sun Bear, oh, bad luck. We can't get out. Oh, no. Monkey swung by on his kudzu vine. Wee-ha, wee-ha. Monkey swung by on his kudzu vine. Wee-ha. He was having such fun on his kudzu vine, he didn't see that tree in time. Groaned Monkey, ouch, ow, oh, we can't get out. Can you say it with him? Oh, no. Now, Tiger slunk over and licked his teeth. Slop, slurp, slop, slurp. Tiger slunk over and licked his teeth. Slop, slurp. Tiger narrowed his eyes and licked his teeth. He smiled at the sight of his tasty feast. Drawled Tiger, I'm here to help you out. Oh no. Then the ground rumbled and began to shake. Bah, boom, bah, boom. The ground rumbled and began to quake. Bah, boom. The ground rumbled and quake, shake, quaked. And look who came to help them escape. Who do you think could shake the ground like that? Something big. Whoopee! Hooray! Oh no! tiger fell into the deep, deep hole. Growl, growl. Tiger fell into the deep, deep hole. Growl. Tiger fell into such a deep hole he couldn't jump out to save his soul. Well, Tiger, please, please, won't you help me out? Do you know what they said? Oh, no. Poor Tiger. Although I don't know if I'd say poor Tiger. He wasn't very nice to them. He was going to have them for dinner. Well, shall we have, let's see here. Maybe we could have tigers jumping on our beds today, since that's our theme. Can you put up your 5 fingers and pretend each one is a tiger? There were 5 hungry tigers who were jumping on the bed. When one fell off, well, he bumped his head, and his mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more tigers jumping on the bed." So 4 hungry tigers were jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more tigers jumping on the bed." So can you show me 3? 3 hungry tigers were jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. His mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more tigers jumping on the bed." So 2 hungry tigers were jumping on the bed. One fell off and he bumped his head. His mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more tigers jumping on the bed." So that leaves 1 hungry tiger who was jumping on the bed. When she fell off, oh, she bumped her head. Well, her mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more tigers jumping on the bed." So there are no more tigers, but I'm going to reach for a book that's been around for a long time. It was actually re-illustrated and retitled. I grew up with it being called The Story of Little Black Sambo, but now it's called The Story of Little Babaji. But it's written by Helen Bannerman and illustrated by Fred Marcelino, published by Harper Collins. And this is a small book, so I may lean forward so you can see the pictures a little better. Once upon a time, there was a little boy, and his name was Little Babaji. I should let you know that he lives in India. And do you know what animal also lives in India? Tigers. His mother was called Mamaji. And his father was called Babaji. And Mamaji made him a beautiful little red coat and a pair of beautiful little blue trousers. Trousers is another word for pants. And Babaji went to the bazaar and bought him a beautiful green umbrella and a lovely little pair of purple shoes with crimson soles and crimson linings. Crimson is a wonderful word for red. And then, wasn't Babaji grand? So he put on all his fine clothes and went out for a walk in the jungle. And by, he met a tiger. And the tiger said to him, "Little Babaji, I'm going to eat you up." And little Babaji said, "Oh, please, Mr. Tiger, don't eat me up. I'll give you my beautiful little red coat." So the tiger said, "Very well, I won't eat you this time, but you must give me your beautiful little red coat." So the tiger got poor little Babaji's beautiful little red coat and went away saying, Now I'm the grandest tiger in the jungle. Well, little Babaji went on, and by he met another tiger. And it said to him, "Little Babaji, I'm going to eat you up." And little Babaji said, "Oh, please, Mr. Tiger, don't eat me up. I'll give you my beautiful little blue trousers." So the tiger said, "Very well, I won't eat you this time, but you must give me your beautiful little blue trousers." So the tiger got poor little Babaji's beautiful little blue trousers and went away saying, "Now I'm the grandest tiger in the jungle." Little Babaji went on, and by he met another tiger. And it said to him, "Little Babaji, I'm going to eat you up." And little Babaji said, "Oh, please, Mr. Tiger, don't eat me up. I'll give you my beautiful little purple shoes with crimson soles and crimson linings." But the tiger said, "What use would your shoes be to me? I've got 4 feet. You've only got 2. You haven't got enough shoes for me." But little Babaji said, "You could wear them on your ears." "So I could," said the tiger. "That's a very good idea. Give them to me and I won't eat you this time." So the tiger got poor little Babaji's beautiful little purple shoes with crimson soles and crimson linings and went away saying, "Now I'm the grandest tiger in the jungle." Well, by, little Babaji met another tiger, and it said to him, "Little Babaji, I'm going to eat you up." And little Babaji said, "Oh, please, Mr. Tiger, don't eat me up. I'll give you my beautiful green umbrella." But the tiger said, "How can I carry an umbrella when I need all my paws for walking with?" "You could tie a knot in your tail and carry it that way," said little Babaji. "So I could," said the tiger. "Give it to me, and I won't eat you this time." So he got poor little Babaji's beautiful green umbrella and went away saying, "Now I'm the grandest tiger in the jungle." And poor little Babaji went away crying because the cruel tigers had taken all of his fine clothes. Presently, he heard a terrible noise that sounded like grrrr, and it got louder and louder. "Oh dear," said little Babaji, "there are all the tigers coming back to eat me up. Oh, what shall I do?" So he ran quickly to a palm tree and peeped around it to see what the matter was. And there he saw all the tigers fighting and disputing which of them was the grandest. And at last they all got so angry that they jumped up, took off all of the fine clothes, and began to tear each other with their claws and bite each other with their great big white teeth. And then they came rolling and tumbling right to the foot of the very tree where little Babaji was hiding. But he jumped quickly in behind the umbrella, and the tigers all caught hold of each other's tails as they wrangled and scrambled, and so they found themselves in a ring around the tree. And then, when the tigers were very wee and very far away, little Babaji jumped up and called out, "Oh, tigers, why have you taken off all your nice clothes? Don't you want them anymore?" But the tigers could only answer, "Grrr." And then little Babaji said, If you want them, say so, or I'll take them away." But the tigers would not let go of each other's tails, so all they could say was, "Grrr." So little Babaji put on all his fine clothes again and walked off. He put on his coat and his trousers and his purple shoes and his green umbrella. And the tigers were very, very angry, but they still would not let go of each other's tail. And they were so angry that they ran around and around the tree, trying to eat each other up. And they ran faster and faster until they were whirling around so fast that you couldn't see their legs at all. And they still ran faster and faster and faster. Till they all just melted away, and there was nothing left but a great big pool of melted butter, or ghee, as it is called in India, around the foot of the tree. Do you see that butter? Now Babaji was just coming home from his work with a great big brass pot in his arms. And when he saw what was left of all the tigers, he said, "Oh, what lovely melted butter. Why, I'll take that home to Mamaji for her to cook with." So he put it all into the great big brass pot and took it home for Mamaji to cook with. And when Mamaji saw the melted butter, oh, wasn't she pleased? "Now," said she, "we'll have all the pancakes for supper." So she got the flour and the eggs and the milk and the sugar and the butter, and she made a huge big plate of the most lovely pancakes. And she fried them in the melted butter which the tigers had made, and they were just as yellow and brown as little tigers. And then they all sat down to supper. Now Mamaji ate 27 pancakes, and Babaji ate 55. But little Babaji ate 169 because he was so hungry. And that's the story of little Babaji. I've always loved that story. Well, let's do our finger play about something we'll eat. Not any tigers, not even any butter, but our hot dogs. I've got 5 little hot dogs that are cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and one went bam. So 4 little hot dogs are cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and one went bam. 3 little hot dogs are cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and one went bam. 2 little hot dogs are cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and one went bam. So 1 little hot dog is cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and the one went bam. So no little hot dogs are cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and the pan went bam. Well, let's have one more story. This is called Augustus and His Smile. And it's written and illustrated by Rayner. And it's published, appropriately enough, by Tiger Tales. Augustus the Tiger was sad. He had lost his smile. So he did a huge tigery stretch and set off to find it. First he crept under a cluster of bushes, and he found a small shiny beetle, but he couldn't see his smile. Then he climbed to the tops of the tallest trees, and he found birds that chirped and called. But he couldn't find his smile. Further and further Augustus searched. He scaled the crests of the highest mountains where the snow clouds swirled, making frost patterns in the freezing air. You see him there? He swam to the bottom of the deepest ocean and splished and splashed with shoals of tiny, shiny fish. He pranced and paraded through the largest desert, making shadow shapes in the sun. Augustus padded farther and further through shifting sand until pitter-patter, pitter-patter, drip, drop, plop. Augustus danced and raced as raindrops bounced and flew. He splashed through puddles bigger and deeper. He raced toward a huge silver blue puddle and saw there, under his nose, his smile. And Augustus realized that his smile would be there whenever he was happy. He only had to swim with the fish, or dance in the puddles, or climb the mountains and look at the world, for happiness was everywhere around him. Augustus was so happy that he hopped and skipped and jumped away, smiling. All right, so let's get ready for the flannel board here. And I'm wondering, can you help me build a tiger? What do you know about tigers? We talked a little about it when we met our puppet friend. What do tigers have? Did you say stripes? So let's make a body that has stripes. What do you think? Oh, you're right. Those aren't tiger stripes. What color do we need to have? Gold. Golden. Just like butter. That's better. All right, so how does a tiger get around? He's got legs, of course, just like you do. So let's give the tiger some legs. No? A tiger's feet aren't yellow. They certainly don't look like that. Let's try, Is that better? I think so. And what about at the end of a tiger? What does he have? A tail. So let's give him a tail. Oh, the tiger's tail isn't green, is it? And it's certainly not shaped like a fish's tail. Let's give him a tiger tail. One that has stripes, yes. That looks good. Now what about this end? What does he need? He needs a head. So let's give him a tiger head. Oh, that's looking good. He's almost done. But he definitely needs a nose. So let's see here. Could he have a nose like that? No? Well, what kind of nose is that? Oh, that's an elephant nose. Now that won't work. Well, then let's try one that looks like this. Is that better? I think so. We've got the right color with stripes, the right feet, the right tail, the right head, and definitely right nose. Phew. We finally built a tiger. Thanks for your help. Well, those are our roaring good tiger stories for today. I hope you enjoyed them, and we'll be back next week with some more stories for Storytime Online. So, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you later.